Hey there guys, my name is PK Halford, and I'll be fucking surprised if this video gets released on time. I've been so busy getting ready for Halloween, Extra Life 2016, a play I'm doing with my local theater group, and trying to keep my other videos coming out on schedule, that this one sort of fell between the cracks. It's Thursday at the time of recording this, and this Sunday, October 30th, we've got WWE Hell in a Cell. The once revered rivalry-ending gimmick match turned into annual pay-per-view event is back and with a vengeance. 3 cell matches in one night? Jesus, WWE, you're really trying to burn out your fans, aren't you? But enough of that. You're here for predictions. Why else would you be here? Before we get to those, however, let's recap the last big event. Since the women's title match was outright cancelled at No Mercy, I didn't count it at all. That left me getting 4 of the 6 remaining matches correct, bringing me to a running total of 15 out of 20, or 75% correctness. I'll enjoy my rating while it lasts, because I'm fairly certain that this will be the show that reduces my running total to shit. Remember how busy I mentioned that I was? That means I've barely been keeping up with watching Monday Night Raw, but I'm gonna do my best to predict this show for you guys anyways. As of this recording, we've got an 8-match card, starting off with a Cruiserweight Division 6-man tag team match on the pre-show. I'm giving Team Babyface the win just to get the crowd good and fired up for the main card. The Cruiserweight division still needs a metric assload of work done when it comes to characterization of all their new talent. When Sin Cara is your division's most recognizable performer, ironically enough, seeing as his name translates to without face, then you know there is much work to be done. Moving on to the main card, starting with a singles match between Bayley and Dana Brooke. Bayley wins this one, no question. They'll want to have her look good in this match, including getting the victory, so that she's primed and ready to take on whoever emerges from this event as Women's Champion. Next, it's Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Gallows and Anderson. This one is my coin toss match of the night, where it really could go either way. On the one hand, Enzo and Cass have been riding this big wave of fan support since their debut, and on the other, you have Gallows and Anderson, who have been made to look like no threat to anybody lately, and really need a big win to rebound from that. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and pick Gallows and Anderson for the win. Hopefully this is the start of them rebuilding some legitimacy, but I doubt it. After that, more tag team action with Cesaro and Sheamus taking on the New Day for the Raw tag team titles. As much as I enjoy their dynamic, I think it's a little too soon to have Cesaro and Sheamus win tag team gold here. I mean, for as long as they've been champions, how bad would it make the New Day look to lose to a team that's been together for about a month? Although I feel like this odd couple of powerhouses could win the belts eventually, the timing just feels off right now. New Day to retain. Up next, Brian Kendrick versus TJ Perkins for the WWE Cruiserweight title. We're still in that process where WWE needs to establish Perkins as the man. Just why was he the one out of all of those talented wrestlers to win the Cruiserweight Classic tournament earlier this year? And you don't do that by having him drop the belt at his second pay-per-view. Perkins gets the win here, and we move him on to a new challenger to continue to build him up. From here, it's on to the meat and potatoes of the show. The namesake of this event are 3 Hell in a Cell matches, and we'll start with Charlotte versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. The first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match. If there was one match that was going to make me tune in, it would be this one. Who do I have winning? As much as I talk about preferring long title reigns, I think I'm going to take Charlotte for this one. I personally think that Bayley is moving into the #1 contender spot after this match, and fans will always be more invested in a face versus heel match, hence why I'm picking Charlotte. I'm going into this match filled with equal parts excitement and pure dread. I take nothing away from either of these two as skilled wrestlers, but I saw the triple threat at Mania, and I saw the SummerSlam match that these two had. For as skilled as these two are, it feels like there is still that proving mentality of, look at what we can do, take notice of us, realize that we belong here. And sometimes the risks that these women take seem to outweigh the payoff and border on flat-out dangerous. I mean, how many times has it been now that Sasha has landed right on her fucking head and looked like she bent in half the wrong way after diving through the ropes? All I'm saying is, I hope that they have a good, safe match, and the desire to prove themselves doesn't make them go overboard and cause an injury. After that, we have Rusev versus Roman Reigns for the United States title. Whereas Rollins vs. Owens should be the better match, and the women's title match will be revolutionary in that it's the first of its kind, this is the match that I expect to be the biggest, nastiest slugfest of the night. These two guys can put on a brawl, and it's up to them to leave the most destruction in their wake if they don't want to be overshadowed by the other two cell matches. My pick to win is Roman Reigns. The creative team is slowly rebuilding things after the massive botch that was Roman's main event push, and they'll continue that by having him successfully defend his newly won title in an all-out war. And finally, our third Hell in a Cell match of the night, Seth Rollins vs. Kevin Owens for the Universal title. Hopefully the crowd isn't too burned out by the time this match goes on. My pick to win this match is Kevin Owens. After Seth Rollins was screwed out of the title by Triple H, we haven't seen or heard anything from the game regarding this. To me, it feels like it would be bad storytelling for Seth to win the title before that issue is resolved, because if he wins at Hell in the Cell, why should he or the crowd care that Triple H cost him the title in the first place? The plan obviously didn't succeed in the long run. I expect there to be some kind of shenanigans involving either Triple H or Chris Jericho, allowing Owens to retain. And now it's time for drinking game rules. As always, down your drink for surprise returns or debuts, and this time around, take a drink every time the word cell is said. Take 2 drinks if they use a stupid adjective like demonic or sinister to describe the cell. And that's all from me. Be sure to leave your predictions in the comments section below, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. My name is PK Halford, and I'll see you again soon.